Check 1 2, check 1 2. This is an audio check. Top of the park. Check 1 2, 1 2 3, 3 2 1.
PEI is a special place with a special race, the Gold Cup and Saucer, the greatest show in harness racing. This year, we celebrate the 66th edition of Canada's most prestigious race on a half-mile track.
18 and Tyler Moore in the Gold Cup and Saucer.
It's Gimble and Paul McDonald. Gimble wins the Gold Cup and Saucer.
Art Shark, Scott Giron in the Gold Cup and Saucer.
Join us this August on Prince Edward Island for the Gold Cup and Saucer, presented by Atlantic Lottery. Visit Redshores.ca for more details.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. This is an audio check. Checking 1 2 3, 3 2 1 from the desk. Check 1 2 3, 3 2 1.
And a good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast with the Babies here at the top of the park. For those guests who are arriving in, and all of you coming into the grounds here today to watch the Breakfast with the Babies event.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, testing 1 2 3, 3 2 1. This is an audio check from the desk. 3 2 1, 1 2 3, as we get set for breakfast with the babies here on a Saturday morning in Charlottetown. Testing the mic from the broadcast desk. 3 2 1, 1 2 3.
Yeah, those are using the new speakers in here in the top of the park. We'll use that for going forward.
Okay, welcome to Breakfast with the Babies on a Saturday morning here in Charlottetown. Peter McPhee and Kurt Hughes along with you from the broadcast desk. Kurt Hughes, great to see you in person.
Yeah,
how
great
you
to be
been doing?
back. I'm doing well. I wintered well.
You did, yes. Excellent to see you. And Kurt, it is kind of the unofficial kickoff to 2025. We had a great 2024 in PEI. But this is really the unofficial kickoff and gets the blood pumping for 2025.
Yeah, it does, especially when you have one out there going a little later this morning.
Yes, I know you're.
The nerves are just fair here today. Hope she does well under the camera.
Yeah, that'll be set number 15, and we've got many to go before that. But Kurt, there's your brother on the screen there now with the Gambling Man. Again, they're just getting set to go in the first set, but we'll start here with set number 1 this morning, and this is the 2, the Gambling Man.
Yeah, this is a malicious colt out of the Cambest Dam Daisy Gamble. The filly was bred by Greg McKenzie of Scottsburn, Nova Scotia, and purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $8,000 by John Collins, Robbie Hughes, and John Mark McKenzie. She is a half-sister to Articulate Barb, who was by Articulator. Took a mark at 2 minutes and 2/5 over Summerside at age 3, and has earned 8 wins and $31,000 from 198 starts. Jason is driving, like you say. This is one that they're pretty happy about, and just actually started turning a couple weeks ago. So just early lessons for this one. Kind of a late starter.
Yeah, for sure. And that's your brother, Robbie, as the co-owner. And Robbie's owned some horses over the years, so he must be excited about getting a look at this.
Yeah, he's in on a couple, and this guy, like I say, he's just getting started. I think he turned his first training trip maybe last week or the week before, so this guy's just getting going.
Yeah, and Jason had a big year last year with the young horses, the 2- and 3-year-olds, so I'm sure they're excited to see what this crop looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Tobin's Chester.
Yeah.
What a
What a
couple
year.
years he had, and the richest ever 3-year-old, and
Mhm.
so hopefully he can punch out a couple out of his stable again this year.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the 1, Lindale Special, who'll be going in set 1. So we'll have the Gambling Man and Lindale Special in set 1 here. And this is Wendell Gregory.
Yeah, Whistle's going with this one. Lindale's Special got the pole position. It's a Bet the Moon filly. And the first foal from Rock and Roll's Image. She is a homebred, owned by Dave McDonald of Belfast. And her dam, Rock and Roll's Image, took a mark of 53-1 over Hoosier at age 4, and a winner of 20 races and almost 100,000 in earnings. And again, Whistle will go. And if you remember, Rock and Roll's Image was here racing the Atlantic Mares Series for a few years. And if you remember back in, I think it was 2019 or 2018, she scorched Churro in 55 in one of those Atlantic Mares Series. So a real nice brood mare. And again, this is her first foal.
Nice. And Ashley Gamester down as trainer in both of these. What a year for Ashley last year.
Yeah, Ashley had a great year. She does a great job in the barn, having everything ready, and she'll be on top of her game here this morning, getting these babies out.
Very busy early on here. We got here early, Kurt, and they were already out there. A lot of people. Saturday mornings are very popular here at the track.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the railbirds out there. We got the owners, and just fans in general watching these babies. It's an exciting time of year, especially to own a 2-year-old, because everybody's happy at this moment.
Absolutely. You never know what's going to happen here, but it looks like they're getting set to go here. Kurt, Jason on the inside, Wendell on the outside.
Yep.
And we'll let them go here. We'll pick them up a little bit later. But this is the 1 Lindale Special on the outside. 2 is the Gambling Man for Jason Hughes. And Wendell Gregory has the 1 here as they get ready to roll. So it looks like Jason wants the front end here. And Kurt, they're probably teaching them on the front, maybe sit back in the 2-hole. There's lots of lessons to be learned here early.
Yeah, absolutely. They might do a little give and go. These two look to be pretty green. I know Robbie's told me about his colt. He's just getting going. Had a couple issues there early back in the fall. And so they had to take their time with him. And so this is probably his second or third training trip. So again, these two, I know the 2 especially, pretty green so far. And you can tell on the front end, he's looking around, he's got the ears up and checking things out.
Yeah, again, there's so many things, Kurt, that when they first get on the track. I mean, there's signs and there's other horses and the infield.
Yeah.
So much for them to see.
Absolutely. And on Saturday mornings, it's a little bit like the 401 out there. There's a lot of action on the track. And so we got Whistle heading back to the front, highlining Lindale Special at the half.
Yeah, and again, they probably talked about this prior to going out, that
Yep.
Jason would go front and then
Yep.
make a move here just to see what they can do from the front and the back.
Yeah, just kind of get them started in their early racing lessons, you know, following along, getting to the front, moving, just going by another horse. It's all critical to learning how to race.
Yeah, for sure. We'll pick them up as they finish up here, but this is set number 1. Again, the 1 is Lindale Special for Wendell Gregory, and 2, the Gambling Man, Jason Hughes. Kurt, they get set to come off this final turn here. It looks like Jason's got his young horse out and trying to make a move late.
Yeah, and he's kind of figuring out, should I go by? Should I? The Colt's kind of looking at Whistle's filly there on the inside. And they're, again, just really green, learning. He's trying to, I think he's looking at some fans down the stretch there. Jason's Colt on the outside and looking at some horses going by as well. So, again, these two are just getting their early lessons. And they both look good finishing.
Yeah, they did. And that is set number 1 here, Breakfast with the Babies, the Gambling Man and Lindale Special in set 1. We'll have set 2 in just a moment. Okay, Kurt, set number 1 in the books here, and we're going to get ready for the next one, which will be set 2. And there is Adam Murner with Tobin's Cover Girl here getting ready for set 2.
Yeah, a little more crowded in this second set. We're going to have 3 entries in the second set. Tobin's Cover Girl, the 3 there you see with Adam Murner, a 2-year-old filly by Bet the Moon out of the Largo Dam Elm Grove Future. She was bred by Frank Banks of Summerside and purchased at last year's sale for $4,000 by owners Corey Livingston of Village Green and Max Seal of Port Morion, Nova Scotia. She is a half-sister to Dylan's Future by Stonebridge Terror, who took American 57-1 at Cumberland Raceway at age 6 and has earned 14 wins and almost $90,000. And again, Adam Murner will drive the 3 in here.
Max Seal, a big fan of the show, Kurt, watches all the time, so we got to say hi to him. I'm sure he's very interested in seeing Tobin's Cover Girl.
Yeah, Max, a great guy. I remember back in the day racing, and they had a real nice horse back in the day, Rosina's Road. Beautiful animal. And so hi to you, Max, out there.
Yep.
He usually gives us a few texts during the season.
Oh, yeah. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
So, Max, hope you're having a great Saturday and looking forward to watching Tobin's Cover Girl here in set number 2. Okay, here's the 4. Roll with the Warden, Kurt, for Corey McPherson here in set 2.
Yeah, this is a roll with the Warden, roll with the Harry Gelding out of the Alley's Western Dam. Warden Woody, bred by Elmer Foland of Charlottetown, PEI, and bought back at the 2024 Atlanta Classic for $9,500 by Elmer and Tara Baird of Webster's Corner. Half-brother to Mystical Gal by Peng Shui, who took America 55 over Western Fair at age 4 and has 32 wins and almost $200,000 in earnings. And again, Corey is at the lines.
Corey, big year last year, Kurt. He did very well driving. Had 945 starts and 134 wins. And the 5 here is Nana Fancy for Gordy Hennessy.
Yeah, and this is Somewhere Fancy colt out of the Westward Ho Dam. Nana Said So, bred by Gary McPherson of North Wilshire, purchased at last year's Atlanta Classic for $5,750 by Corey Livingston and Max Seal. Trevor McPherson and Mike Link also share ownership. Her Dam Nana Said So was a top stakes contender at 2 and 3 in the Maritimes, taking a mark of 56 over Churro at age 3 and earned 6 wins and 57,000 in earnings. And again, Gordy Hennessy will drive the 5.
And we'll let them go here, and we'll pick them up in just a moment. So, Kurt, they're away here in set number 2, and it's Tobin's Cover Girl and Myrner. And I just want to touch on Adam's stats last year driving. 719 starts, 132 wins, up over 780,000 in earnings. Adam's stable, rock solid the last couple of years.
Yeah, excellent. And I think it was Breakfast with the Babies a couple years ago. He had a young colt out by the name of Marigo Magic.
Yes.
Not sure if you heard of him,
I think
Peter.
I have. He's been at Woodbine, hasn't he, Kurt?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
I
He
think
might
he
be
is.
up there doing okay things, maybe.
Second in the preferred.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
But I remember him out with the Breakfast with the Babies. I remember him finishing the mile.
Yeah.
It looks like they got a prompter on the
Oh,
outside
my
galloping
land here.
there.
Yes.
But no, I remember that Marigo Magic going his mile that morning, and after the wire, Adam let him go up the backstretch, and he just took off. He looked really good on that morning. So Adam always does a great job with his babies, and he looks like he's got them in program order here.
Yeah.
And interesting to see the 5 in here in the race bike.
In the bike, yeah.
Sometimes you see that if one is a little lazy and needs a little more urging, you can't really, urge them along well when you're in the cart that far back. So that's why they put them in the sulky to go this slow mile, just to you can kind of keep a tighter rein and give the taps a little better, like just to keep them interested and on the bit.
Yes.
You can do it so much better than when you're in the jog cart.
Okay, so 3 on front. That's Corey in the 2-hole, and Roll with the Warden looking pretty good there.
They are looking pretty good. Single file, no movement so far. We'll see if we got a little action here as they finish their mile, but all 3 are looking pretty good right now. Here they come.
Philly on the front, Corey looking to make a late move, and Gordy with the 5, Nana Fancy, as they finish up here in set 2. Tied at the wire, Kurt, but it looks like I had him hang on, but Corey's horse finished up strong too.
Yeah, Myrner's tough in the front, eh? He's not going to let you by too many times.
No, excellent set there in set 2. Tobin's Cover Girl for Myrner, Roll with the Warden for Corey McPherson, and Nana Fancy for Gordy Hennessy. And we should mention that Nana Fancy, Somewhere Fancy, 2018 Gold Cup and Saucer winner.
Yes,
Yep.
he was a beauty.
Yeah.
And he was awesome when he raced here. Even the year he ended up getting beat, he was
2019, he was second to Rock Diamonds, yeah. Yep.
He was still really good that day. Race super. Just been a great aged horse. And so we'll see how he does here in the breeding shed. But nice to get a look at the first crop of racing age anyway.
For sure. That's set number 2. We'll tee up set number 3 in just a moment. Well, Kurt, I'll tell you, April Myers down there sending these horses out pretty quick here this morning, so it's great.
Yeah, April's got these trainers on the bit. She's tapping them up pretty good and keeping them fired up, so that's good. They're rolling them out, and that's great.
100%. Yeah, this is set 3, Gemini Hanover here for Mike McGuigan. And, Kurt, we always say Mike has them ready early.
He always has them ready early. He does a great job training them, and he always has them on their game, and he's been doing great, especially with the young ones. He had a really good year, especially with the trotters last year. Ocean View, Nikki,
Yep.
for Blue Diamond Racing.
Yep.
I think she's
Track record?
Yeah, she's
Yep.
got the track
Yep.
record for fillies, and so yeah, he's always done great stuff with babies, and we'll see how these two look. But this one is a cattle wash filly.
Yeah.
Out of the big Jim Dam, Goodwill Hanover, bred by Hanover Shoe Farms. Always good when you can get one out of Hanover. Purchased at the 2024 Harrisburg sale for $15,000 US by Tommy Collins. Half sister to Jeannie Hanover, who's by Captain Treacherous. Took a mark of 50-2 at the Meadowlands at age 3. And, has 3 wins and a little over 110,000 made in purses. And again, Mike is at the lines.
Yeah, Mike training last year, 188 starts on the training side, 34 wins, 38 seconds, 26 thirds, 272,000 in earnings. So just a great year for Mike last year on the training side. He'll have the 6 here, Gemini Hanover. And there's the next door neighbor, the 7, always in full force. And this is Glenn Dunn, and Glenn's very familiar with Mike Stable.
Yeah, Mike's right-hand man, Glenn Dunn. Mike couldn't do it without him. And they do a great job. And this one is a Force and Fury filly out of the Rock and Roll Hanover Dam. Toujours, a homebred, owned by Jamie Whalen of Verna Bridge. Jamie, one of Mike's big owners, and they have had great success over the years. Half-sister to Check Your Chip, who was by Arthur Blue Chip, who took a mark of 57-1 at the CDP at age 3 and has 4 wins, a little over 40,000 in earnings. And again, Mike's right-hand man, Glenn, at the lines.
Yeah, very, very important. See Glenn a lot around the Charlottetown Driving Park, does terrific work with Mike Stable, and has always in full force here. We're getting ready for set number 3. So, Kurt, we have a couple of minutes here. We want to mention to fans, of course, who know Doug McGregor, there's a benefit happening tonight in Crappel. We want to remind people about the time and the place for Doug tonight.
Yeah, Doug McGregor benefit at the Crapo Curling Club tonight at 6 p.m. Kent McPhee sent Brody a message, and Brody McPhee sent me a message, and he wanted to make sure to get that in, and so we were more than happy to get that in. And so, again, it's at the Crapo Curling Club at 6 p.m. for the Doug McGregor benefit. And I raced against Doug a lot over the years, back when he had that really good horse, Bramley Road.
Yeah.
What a beauty he was.
Yeah, won the Governor's Plate.
Yeah, he won a lot of invitational races. The group that claimed him, I think there was a big group of them. John Likely, I think Liam Dolan might have been in on that group, and they didn't claim him for much. I think maybe 12 or 15,000, and he ended up being such a great horse here in the Maritimes for a couple of years. He dominated the invitational circuit. And Doug also had a real good mount in the Gold Cup, if you recall.
Yep.
Remember driving Stout?
Stout, yes.
Yeah, he was a beautiful animal, too.
He really was, Dougie. I know you're watching today. I want to say hi, and hope to see you at the track very, very soon.
Absolutely.
And I know there'll be a great turnout tonight in Crappel.
Absolutely, Doug. Terrific guy, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of friends and family there tonight for his benefit. And Brody also sent me a message right after that, Peter.
Yeah.
And he asked me if I wanted to talk hockey. So I don't know if he was being smart or just wanted to have a conversation.
No, he was being smart.
No, I think, yeah.
He
No,
was.
Brody, I think he was being smart, and I said I thought hockey was over.
Yeah.
My Boston Bruins are done, so.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say anything with my Leafs, Kurt, because we know the disappointment. So we'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, but they're looking good going into the playoffs.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Here we go with set number 3, and wow, power move early here from Mike.
Oh, yeah, Mike's dead serious when he's got the babies on the track, and they know their business. Look at them. They look like racehorses already.
They really do.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, and they're scooting right along here so far.
Yeah, it looks good. And again, Kurt, Mike, as you say, he has them ready early, but interesting to see how aggressive he was right there, right off the wings. Really.
Yeah,
well, right off the hop.
Yeah, scratching out of there, and that's a good thing to do. Train them early to be able to get off the gate, because on half-mile track, they got to have early speed. It's just sometimes if the half isn't too strong, if you're at the back, you're not going to gain too much ground. So it's nice to be up close, especially with 2-year-olds.
For sure. We'll let them go a little bit further. We'll pick them up in just a moment. Okay, Kurt, they swing by the half. They're bearing out a little bit, but again, they're pretty green here still and looking good.
Yeah, they're just looking around, but they're revved up. Mike's got his charge right on the iron. Nice tight line. A few tippy taps. Same with Glenn. And I noticed they got the blue hoods on with the ear hood, so maybe they can get a little fired up. So Mike's got the ear hood on just to kind of keep them, controllable and be able to rate at a good speed. But yeah, they look pretty good so far.
They do. Mike's pretty calm on the front here. I wonder if we'll get a move late here from Glenn.
Oh, you're definitely going to get a move from Glenn. He's always out there ready to roll.
Maybe a coffee on the line here?
Could be. Possibility. But Mike looks like he's trying to get some daylight.
Yeah, pretty calm there, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. He's taking a look now. He's checking his mount up just to kind of make sure they finish together.
Yeah. Finishing up good here is
Yeah,
the 7.
they look pretty good.
Always full.
They're going right
Always in
along.
full force. Wow, yeah, nice finish.
Yeah.
Great set in set 3. That was the 6, Gemini Hanover. And the 7, always in full force. Okay, set number 4, Kurt. Boy, oh boy, they're getting out here quick. Tara Polton-Myers is down there too, so I'm telling you, April and Tara down there, they're going to be out here on time.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Tara down there. They don't mess around on Tara.
No way.
She will have them on their toes. That's why they're rolling out too.
Yeah, for sure. This is the 8 and going for blood. And Kurt, you and I had a conversation in the off season just about the blood monies, and you were pretty excited about what they're going to be looking like.
Yeah, I love Blood Money as a sire. He's just a really well-bred horse. And he was a good looker out on the track too. Did good things here. He was a really fast 2 and 3-year-old, and so I'm excited to see the Blood Monies. Kenny Arsenault always has a good crop, and so he had a really nice McWicket colt for James Perot last year. I think one Wicket Man. Yeah, and so he always has 1 or 2 every year. He doesn't usually have a really large crop of babies, but he's got 2 going here, and they look pretty good. Out on the track, going for blood. Blood Money Philly, who's the first foal out of the Roll with Joe Dam Rolling Going Gone, bred by Charlotte Ranch of Mount Hebron, New Brunswick, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $22,000 by Peter Smith and Gerald Morrissey. I heard Dam Rolling Going Gone took a mark of 52 at Miami Valley at age 6, 27 wins, a little over $300,000 in purses, and again, Kenny Arsenault will drive.
Yeah, and Kurt, I was looking up Blood Money because, you and I both love watching him race. So 136 lifetime starts, 32 wins. And Kurt, last year in 2024, he paced Charlottetown in October in 52 flat. He won a race here for Barrio. And then Old Home Week, 53, he won Old Home Week dead heating with American Risk, if you remember that one as well. So
yeah, that's right.
This guy is unbelievable, really, to race and then to breed as well. Like he
raced right up until the end.
Yeah.
In the preferred, and he was good right up until the end, and going up against B2B there late in the winter meet. Yeah, and looked pretty good throughout the season now, right into the breeding shed. So he's been doing good things, so I'm really excited to see how they look.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the 8 here going for blood. We'll get a look at the 9 here as we get ready. There's the 9. Woodmere Kobe here for Greg Weatherby.
Yeah, Tobago K's another excellent sire here in the Maritimes. This Tobago K's gelding out of the Rusty's for Real Dam Rusty's Princess, bred by Woodmere Farms in Marshfield. Purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $22,000 by Peter Smith and Gerald Morrissey, a half-brother to Good Queen Bess, a Heston Blue Chip, who took a mark of 58 and 4 at Shenandoah Downs at age 3 and has earned 3 wins, a little over $22,000 in earnings, and Todd Weatherby is at the lines.
Yep. As you can see here, we're getting close in set number 4, and we'll pick them up as soon as they get ready to roll. Okay, Kurt, getting ready here for set number 4. This is Going for Blood on the inside. Kenny Arsenault, Woodmere Colby on the outside, Greg Weatherby. We'll see how they get into position here.
Yeah, they're going to roll right out of there. These two paired up for some pretty nice wins over the last few years. If you remember back a few years ago, Zara Seelster.
Zara Seelster in the Governor's Plate.
Yeah. And so they've been a good pair over the years, and they got a good-looking couple going out here right now for Peter and Gerald around the first
And
turn.
you talk about the ownership of those guys. They've had some nice Colson fillies over the years. Wow.
Yeah, for the late, great Earl Smith.
Yep.
A lot of nice horses.
Wow.
And so we'll see how these two, again, the blood money on the front for Kenny, looking like he's minding his manners, looking pretty good and comfortable on the front.
You know, I was looking up Kenny's stats. I always like to look up the stats when we head into a new season. So Kenny, 3,406 career wins heading into 2025, over $6 million in purses. Kurt, his first year driving 1983.
Wow.
Yeah.
1983.
Yep.
He doesn't look like he's that old.
No,
he's aging well.
He is aging well. Yeah, looking up the stats, I was a bit surprised by that too. So
He'll
been
like
around.
that comment. He'll like that comment.
He's been around a long time.
Yeah.
And on the training side, I also looked up his numbers there. Kurt, he's got 990 training wins, so he'll probably hit the 1,000 mark this season.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. That's a hard thing to do. Get 1,000 wins as a trainer, especially here in the Maritimes.
Yeah. So again, we know Kenny's been around a long time, won a lot of big races, and he's got Going for Blood here. Looks pretty good on the front here.
Yeah, looking pretty good. And Peter and Gerald talk about that ownership group. They like to stick with the veterans, eh?
Yeah, they do. They do.
As
Kenny
I
and Earl
mentioned-
had a lot of them for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we're getting Todd pulling pocket.
Little
And
move.
revved up, too. Looks
Yeah.
good on the outside there.
So
Nice
this-
tight line.
Yeah, Woodmere Colby, the Tobago
Cays,
Cays. Yeah.
yeah.
Tobago Cays, 155 lifetime starts, 31 wins, over 800,000 in earnings. So again, a good sire, Kurt.
Excellent sire here in the Maritimes for sure.
It's going to be a good finish.
Yeah. Tobago Cays, I think, at a Bunny Lake, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty good breeding. So they're looking good finishing here.
This has been a great set. Kenny's been on the front and a late move, like we set up the backside by Greg Weatherby here. And
They're good and comfortable.
it's funny, Kurt, they want them to finish together, it
Yep.
looks like all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Give both confidence, right?
Mhm.
You don't want to beat up on one or beat one by like 2 or 3 lengths.
Right.
That doesn't do much for their confidence.
Right.
So it's always important to finish together.
Yeah, great set there. We also have some winners today as we're going to get right into the next set. But we have some draws here today for fans and owners, so we'll get those in. If you hear your name, just come and see us here in the top of the park at the broadcast desk, and Kurt and I will give you your prize. Peggy McGinnis is a winner, so Peggy, if you're here, please come see us at the desk. Bob Perry, also a winner here this morning. So we'll get to set 5 in just a moment. We also have some more winners this morning. David McDonald is a winner. Elmer Folland is a winner as well. And James Whalen is a winner. So if you've heard your name, come see us at the top of the park to pick up your prize. Okay, Kurt, set number 5 here this morning as we roll them out here pretty quickly in Charlottetown. This looks like the 2, all bets on Lee, and our friend, Thane McCory.
Yeah, Thane McCory at the lines. All bets on Lee, all bets off Philly out of the Western Ideal Dam. Oh Pretty Lee and Oh Pretty Lee, bred by Tara Baird and was purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic yearling sale for $17,500 by owner Karen O'Coin of Fatima, Quebec. And this filly is a half-sister to Woodmere Leah, Roll with Harry filly, and who took a mark of 52-1 at Rosecroft Raceway at age 6. 27 wins, almost $250,000 in purses. And again, Thane McCory at the lines.
Yes, and all bets off. What a career, Kurt, for this horse. All bets off.
War horse.
Yeah, 123 starts, 30 wins, over $3 million in earnings, and a record of 48 at the Meadowlands at age 7.
Part of the Burke Brigade.
Oh, yeah, what a horse.
Yeah.
What a horse. As we get set here for race number 5 again, we have some winners here. Bob Perry, you're a winner this morning. Peggy McGinnis is a winner. James Whalen, David McDonald, and Elmer Folland is a winner here this morning, along with Peter Smith. So if you've heard your name, please come see us at the top of the park. We're thinking that's the one there, Kurt. Made to play here. Shadow play filly for Trevor Hicken.
Yeah, Shadow Play filly out of the American Ideal Dam, Rita Maid, bred by Tara Baird of Webster's Corner, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $11,000 by owner Jean LeBlanc of Bathurst, New Brunswick, half-sister to Ramapo CCL Huntsville, who took a mark of 158 at Monticello at age 3. 6 wins, a little over $40,000 in earnings. Again, Trevor Hicken will drive.
Trevor's had some good horses the last couple of years. Roll
Yeah.
with Hottie Toddy.
Yeah, Roll with Hottie Toddy.
Tony Too Tall.
Tony Tutal. We
Yeah.
talked about Brody McPhee just a few minutes ago. Remember, Brody was the pilot on a really good horse that Trevor Hicken had a few years ago, All Terrain.
Oh, yes. Good horse.
Yeah, they
Won a
s-
lot of races around the Maritimes.
Yeah, I think, if memory serves me right, didn't they scorch this track in 52 or something? I think they won by.
Yeah, they did.
I think they ran off the screen that day in 52. Yeah, I think it was around 52, all terrain. But Trevor,
Yeah.
the aged horses, he's
done very well.
He's done very well with them, and good with young ones as well.
There he is there with the 1 made to play. And there's Thane McCory with the 2. All bets on Lee. They'll get ready to go here in set 2. When they do, we'll pick them up. Okay, again, this is set number 5 from Redshores in Charlottetown as we are with you at the 2025 Breakfast with the Babies. Set number 5 going. The 1 is made to play with Trevor Hicken on the inside. On the outside is the 2, All Bets on Lee with Thane McCory. We'll let them go, and Kurt and I will pick them up in just a moment. Okay, early move from Thane here, Kurt, as he has the 2, All Bets on Lee, right to the point.
Yeah, Thane's serious so far, getting to the front. Trevor's gapping there in the 2-hole. I'm sure he'll touch his mount up, and they'll get snug together here before long. I think they're just sometimes one shoots out a little too quick, a little too rambunctious, but yeah, they're starting to come together there now.
Now, Kurt, you'll remember Thane had a horse called Craighead way back in the day.
Yes, I do remember Craighead.
Yeah, and I was looking him up a little bit, and Thane did ride him a little bit, but it was mostly Walter Chevrolet and Brian McPhee.
Yes, I'm not sure if Brian had the horse first, maybe Craighead. I'm not sure, but yeah, Craighead, I do remember. Hard hitter.
Yeah, he was. He was kind of an overnighter at Thane Head, so we'll remember that as he is on the 2 here, All Bets on Lee, and the 1 made to play. That's Trevor Hicken, and of course, Kurt, made to play is by Shadow Play, and every time Shadow Play is brought up, you and I talk about the 2008 race, the Messenger at Yonkers. Track was off that night.
Track was off.
Shadow Play against some beach somewhere, and to me, it's one of the greatest races.
It is
of all time.
It is, and definitely a race that Ian Moore probably says one of his greatest. With Shadow Play that night.
Yeah, they went toe to toe.
They went toe to toe up against Some Beach, who's just been, in my opinion, the best ever. They looked good in that day, and then what he did in the jug as well.
Shadow Play. In the jug, with the injury and everything.
With the injury to his foot there. Incredible. Just showed how tough he was.
It really was, and look at this, the Shadow Play filly going to make a move here, made to play.
Yeah, Trevor's getting pretty serious here on the outside. They look good, nice gated.
They really do.
Trevor's throwing them out there, that the 1 on the outside. Nice gate, straightforward, not swinging out. Very efficient gate, is what I would say.
Look good.
Looking good finishing.
Look great finishing. Great work here with the camera. Wow, great finish. I don't know, did Thane get it on the inside?
Oh, tight finish. I'm just looking at All-Terrain. We mentioned him before.
Yeah.
It was in that Island Championship in October back in 2013.
Jeepers, good recall, Kurt.
Yeah, All-Terrain came first up, was a winner by 16 lengths in 52 and 2. Incredible. I think he won, I'm trying to count here quickly.
Yeah.
But I would say 10 or 11 in a row.
Back in 13.
Yeah, back in 13.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty incredible. In between 2013, at the end of 2013 and 2014, I think he won 10 or 11 in a row. Really nice horse for the Hicken stable.
Trevor Hicken, yeah, great recall, Kurt, on that. As we wrap up set 5, made to play. Trevor Hicken, All Bets on Lee, Thane McCory, great set in the 5th. Okay, we have some more winners here this morning. If you've heard your name, you can come and see us at the broadcast desk on the top of the park. Lynn Perez, a winner today. Bob Perry and Peggy McGinnis. Also, Don Ward is a winner today. Laura McDonald and Andrea McDonald, all winners. If you've heard your name, come see us in the top of the park. Okay, Kurt, I'm telling you, Tara and April keeping us on our toes up here with the
I'm telling
draws.
you, I'm flipping pages here. It's hard for us to keep up.
This
Yeah,
is the
they're doing a
sixth.
good job.
They are. Great job of the girls down there. We'll get to set number 6 here in just a moment. It is the 3. That's Jason, your brother, on the inside with Over When It's Over. Turo Copa Shanghai Phil and Cam Luck Lady. That's Wendell Gregory on the inside here.
Yeah, that's the 3 is owned by Simon Hughes, my nephew, and so Over When It's Over, Shanghai Phil colt out of the Estrellos Dam. Stay Out of My Affair. This is a homebred owned by Simon, a half-brother to I Did It My Shui, who's by Peng Shui. Took a mark of 56-3 at the CDP at age 3 and has 5 wins and almost 30,000 in earnings. And again, Jason will drive the 3.
We'll pick them up in just a moment.
Okay, so we got the 3 Over When It's Over on the front for Jason. Whistle's driving the 4 Camluck Lady. This is a Tobago Cays filly out of the Camluck Dam Timel Extra, bred by Blaine Tebow of Kensington. Purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $26,000 by Donnie McRae of Vernon Bridge. She is a half-sister to Ama Looker 2 by Shadow Play, who took a mark of 53-1. Here at the CDP at age 4, 37 wins, a really nice horse. I'm a looker too, with a little over 80,000 in purses. And again, Whistle Gregory taking over at the half.
Yes, big move at the half. I'm a looker too, Kurt. Wow, horse likes the front end.
Yeah, he
won
does.
A lot of races on the point.
Yeah, and he can rock and roll first up too. I remember lots of trips where Mark Campbell, as he does so many times with the brush and crush style victory, as he just pulls them first up, and they just continue to roll on for him. And I'm a lurker too, like that kind of trip as well.
He did. So we got 4 here. That's Cam Luck Lady for Donnie McRae. And Kurt, we got to touch on Donnie. He does so many things for the industry with the McRae's Backhoe and Trucking Atlantic Sire Stakes. He's got the Open Mares, the Fall Series. Donnie does a lot of great work here.
Yeah, absolutely. The Joe and Stephen McRae Memorial as well.
Yep.
You know, he buys a lot of babies, and so it was so great to see him have success with that colt, Tobin's Chester.
Yeah.
You know, when owners spend a lot of money and buy nice horses, it's really nice to see them have success. And Tobin's Chester, once in a lifetime kind of horse.
Amazing last year, the year he put in. I was talking to Donnie on Thursday, and he's very happy with last year and looking forward to this year. As another tight finish here.
Yeah, Donnie's on the inside. Looks like Camluck Lady got the job done there for Whistle. Jason's mount, owned and the breeder Simon Hughes, the owner of Over When It's Over. And they raced that mare, Stay Out of My Affair, if you recall.
Good mare.
Yeah, really good aged mare here, and she they didn't spend a lot of money on her. I think they claimed her out of a claiming race at Sarnia way back in the day. Patrick Shepard was the trainer that. Then I think they ended up winning a series, claiming series there. I think they only paid $4,000 for her.
Wow.
Yeah, and she came home here, and she was in a great top mare. She won the Atlantic Mares final 1 year for Mark Bradley, and so putting out a few nice babies, and Over When It's Over, look good finishing.
You know what? Your recall today is really good for your first
I know.
day back.
I had a coffee. I think my wife Colleen might have put too much sugar in it. I'm raring to go here this morning.
I'm telling you, the stats are coming out of nowhere. Okay, Kurt on his game here. He's got his A game already, and we're only at breakfast with the babies.
Yeah.
That first real night's going to be something
play
else.
here this morning. Hopefully my filly can do the same later on.
That's right. So again, right out to set number 7 here, and this is Den of Thieves. Adam Erner back on the track.
Yeah, I've seen a few posts on social media from Brittany, a few pictures of Den of Thieves. He's a really good-looking colt on the pictures. I haven't seen him on the track, but anything out of or by Malicious, anything by that sire, They usually look pretty
Beautiful
handsome
horse.
on the track.
Yes, yes.
They're usually all dark color, black.
Mhm.
This is a really good looker on the track right now for Adam Murner. This is a malicious colt, as I mentioned, out of the Shady Character Dam. Deliver Me, bred by River Valley Management of St. John, New Brunswick, and Windermere Farms of North Wiltshire. The colt was purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $20,000 by owners Krista Murphy, Herman McQuaid of Charlottetown, and Brittany Watts of Springvale. The colt is a half-brother to Love and Every Minute by Western Paradise. Took a mark of 50-3 at the Meadowlands at age 5. Earned 44 wins and over $500,000 in earnings. Pretty nice broodmare.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And we got a note here, Kurt, a red Jeep with the license plate 314WE. It needs to be moved right away. Again, a red Jeep, license plate 314WE, needs to be moved right away. Getting lots of notes here this morning. The 50-50, it's going to be drawn after race or set number 10 today. So you're looking for your 50-50 tickets. It'll be drawn after the 10th set today. Also need some people to come and claim their prizes here today. Lynn Perez is a winner. Elmer Folland, also David McDonald and Peter Smith. If you've heard your name, please come and see us in the top of the park. Also Simon Hughes is a winner, and Trevor Hicken as well. So if you don't pick up your prize today, we'll drop them off in the race office and you can get them next week. That looks like the 6 there, Kurt, here with Fitness First here. Corey back on the track. Corey McPherson.
Yeah, got a Stay Hungry filly out of the Jeremy's Jet Dam. Apogee Hanover, and this filly was bred by Fairwind Stables of Cream Ridge, New Jersey. Purchased at the 2024 Harrisburg sale for $23,000 US by owner James Gorman of South Melville. The filly is a half sister to Level Up, who's by Art Major. It took a mark of 51-1 at Plain Ridge. Age 7, 13 wins, a little over $230,000 in earnings. Again, Corey McPherson at the lines.
Yeah, looking good here. As we said, Corey, the last couple of years in the driving ranks,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, putting up some big numbers around the Maritimes.
Yeah, he had his best season, I think, was 2 years ago.
Yep.
When he had that, I think it was up in the 700s.
Yeah, it was over 700.
700
Yep.
some earnings, 780,000 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Rings a bell. Pretty close to that anyway. And he won the Diamond Classic with Chip of Evil,
That's
that
right.
lucrative stake over in
Truro.
Truro
Yep.
a couple years ago. And she was a really nice filly that he campaigned as well.
Great story.
He was doing the driving on Chip of Evil.
He's a great story. Really came from down east. He went to Ronnie Gass's for a while. And then went on his own a couple of years ago. He now has a nice stable here in Charlottetown.
Yeah, moved into the track. He was out at Ronnie Gass's for many years, helping Ronnie, and that's where he got his start.
Yeah.
And had a pretty nice stable at a Ronnie's farm, and decided to move to the track when some stalls opened up. And so he's got a stable there, and I think he's in Paul McDonald's old barn.
Yes, yeah. He's got a real nice stable. One horse that comes to mind is Rosetown Mary.
Yes.
And just how good of a mare she is.
Yeah, and I think the next one out of that broodmare was
Eclipse.
Rosetown Eclipse.
Yep.
Bet the Moon. I think that one was by, but nice broodmare too, right? Brody's Leona. I think they're out of that mare, and I think she won an Atlantic Mares final.
She did in Summerside.
Yeah, but in Summerside.
Yeah.
Split through them down the
Stick
stretch.
handling late.
Stick
Corey
handling,
was stick handling down the lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of hockey player he was, but he looked good that day, stick handling that mare through that gap.
Yes, for
ended
sure.
up getting up to win the final, but she's been a heck of a broodmare.
Yeah,
Like you say, Rosetown Mary, Rosetown Eclipse. Pretty nice horses.
Very nice horses. Corey doing very well. So looking forward to his 2025 campaign. And this is the 7, Falloon for Gordy Hennessy. I think that's the way we pronounce it, Kurt. The 7 here.
Okay, I was thinking it was named after Jimmy Fallon.
Or
could be.
Pat Falloon.
Pat Falloon could be, okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Someone will tell us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere Fancy Philly out of the roll with Joe Dam, All Lace. Bred by Faye Webster of Morel and purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $18,000 by Not Too Stable of Cornwall. I like that. Like that name.
Yeah.
A half sister to All Sass by Well Said. Took a mark of 52-2 at Scioto. age 3, 8 wins, 118,000 in purse earnings, and Gordy Hennessy will drive.
That's right. And we just want to remind folks that once the breakfast with the babies is over today at the top of the park, we got to do a quick flip here because we have brunch at 11:30. So just want to remind folks that are here that it's going to be pretty quick once we finish up with breakfast with the babies. The staff will need to flip it and get ready for the brunch at 11:30. Okay, getting ready for set number 7 this morning here in Charlottetown. Breakfast with the babies. And here's the lineup for the 7th. Den of Thieves, that's Myrner on the inside. Fitness First for Corey McPherson in the middle. And on the outside, we're going to go with Fallon here. We'll see what this horse is named.
Yeah.
Gordy Hennessy here. We'll let them go from the front and pick them up. Fallon's
looking revved up, leaving for
Yes,
Gordy Hennessy
sir.
getting to the front. Yeah, we got 3 in here. It's nice to see 3 going together. Always nice to see a little more than 2. I was in a group, and hopefully we'll see a few leadership changes. But Fallon getting out to an early lead here for the veteran, Gordy Hennessy.
Adam sitting 2 with Den of Thieves, and Corey 3rd with Fitness First. We'll let them go and pick them up in just a moment. Okay, Kurt, we'll pick them back up here. After the early aggressive move off the wings, it's still the 7 Fallon.
Yeah, and looking to get a breather here, a noticeable breather in this 3rd, 8th, and the 4th, 8th. And so we'll see. They're coming to the half. Gordy's taking a look at the watch, making sure he's not getting over there too quickly. But the 5 Den of Thieves looks nice and relaxed in the 2-hole with the Stay Hungry Philly for Corey, sitting 3rd right now. No movement. I thought we might see a little bit of movement, but they're content to sit single file here as they pass 5/8.
Stay Hungry, Kurt. Looked that sire up. 25 lifetime starts, 12 wins over 1.3 million in earnings, 47-3 at the Big M as a record. Won the Breeders' Crown 2-year-old final at Hoosier in 50-4, and then won the Messenger at Yonkers for McNair. So good sire.
Yeah, really good sire.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how the 6 finishes up here, but taking a move on the outside again, like you say, Stay Hungry, good 2- and 3-year-old. And so Corey with a nice hold as he makes his move with this Stay Hungry Philly.
Good timing. We were just talking about him. So
and he looks like you won't see this in a race, but Corey's moving out, letting Den of Thieves up the middle here with Myrner. They're pretty competitive on the track, so you're not going to see this in a race, Peter. But Corey letting Den of Thieves a little skip at the finish, but the other 2 looked really good finishing. Again, Den of Thieves looked really good, maybe take his hobbles up a little, but I'm sure Myrner will get him ironed out. He did look good up until that little bobble, but all 3 looked pretty good finishing.
Absolutely.
Minus a break there at the end for Den of Thieves.
That happens.
Yeah, for sure.
As a young horse. So Den of Thieves, Fitness First, and Fallon, all nice performances in set 7. We'll get ready for set 8 in just a moment. Okay, set number 8 is up here this morning in Charlottetown, and weather is holding off here. Might get a few showers later on, Kurt, but the weather's starting to warm up. We're starting to turn the corner here, I think.
Yes, we're starting to turn the corner. We didn't have a overly tough winter.
No.
There wasn't a lot of snow, not a lot of snowstorms. So what that means for me is the babies are probably going to be ready to go good and early, and I think all the 3-year-olds and age horses will be ready. I don't think there was too many delays.
Missed days.
Yeah, for weather.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody's going to be on schedule unless they have some other issues, but I don't think it's due to the track. I think we've had a pretty nice spring. And, it's nice to see the hotter days coming.
Yeah,
and the plus temperatures.
I'd agree. As we look at the 8th here, this is the one, Lila Berry here for Glendon, the 2-year-old filly by Arthur Blue Chip.
Yeah, Arthur Blue Chip always throws a great filly. Lila Berry, the set of the Captain Treacher's Dam. Next Life Hanover, bred by Aaron McCardle of Trackety Cross. And Essa Latinen of Cambridge, Ontario. The filly was purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $15,000 by Little Pond Stables of Little Pond. She's a half-sister to Irie McWicked, who took a mark of 59-2 at the CDP at age 2 and has 1 win and almost 5,000 in earnings again. Glenn Dunn will drive Lila Berry.
Yes, and this will be set number 8. We'll get a look at the other 2 horses in just a moment. I also have some winners here this morning. Little Pond Stables, a winner of a draw here this morning. Krista Murphy is a winner as well. And we also have Simon Hughes. Peter Smith is a winner as well. So if you've heard your name, you can come see Kurt and I at the broadcast desk in the top of the park. Well, Kurt, we're getting set for the 8th. Peter Smith was here. What a great guy. And he's got a great hat on this morning here as we get set for the NHL playoffs.
Well, it's a good hat. I don't know if it's a great hat, but it's an okay hat, I guess. Toronto Maple Leafs, my goodness. The fans are popping out of everywhere. Couldn't find us for a few years, but here he is there loud and proud now.
Eldred Nicholson's also here. He said to me, Pete, how are we going to do? I said, I don't know. I'm cautious. Cautious about our chances, but Kurt, it's always a good feeling when the playoffs start. So.
It is a great feeling when the playoffs start. Even better if your team's in it. Again, I thought hockey was over when Brody messaged me about hockey, but I guess it's still going.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys got a shot. I hear you might be in first place. I don't look at the standings anymore. They're too hard to look at.
We'll see. Our playoff history hasn't been so good, so we'll see how this goes. Here's the 3, Bet on Evil for Mike McGuigan, Bet the Moon Gelding here, and also the 2s in here. Happened for a reason, Philip Gregory, and that's a 2-year-old by Peng Shui.
Yep, and the 3, Bet on Evil, Bet the Moon Gelding out of the Western, Ideal Dam Evil Fight, bred by Elmer Folan of Charlottetown, Tara Baird of Webster's Corner, and purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $17,000 by Mark McDonald of Cornwall, Bennett McKinnon of Cardigan, Josh McDonald of Little Pond, and William McDonald of Hamilton, Ontario. Half-brother to Fighting Evil by Sweet Lou, who took a mark of 50-3 at Hoosier Park at age 6 and has earned 23 wins, over $400,000 in earnings. Mike is at the lines on that one. And the 2 in the middle happened for a reason. Peng Shui Colt out of the Daylon Frontier Dam, Casimir Nymph, and this is bred by Belinda Gray of Youngs Cove, New Brunswick, and owned by Ivan McPhee of Alberta. Beaton's Farm, Cardigan Head PE, Darren Murphy, and Leonard McGuigan of Charlottetown. His dam, Casimir Nymph, took a mark of 56 at Skowagon at age 7. Never heard of that place. And 12 wins, a little under 40,000 in earnings. Philip Gregory will drive.
Yeah, an early move by Philip, but Murner has since got front.
Yeah, and the 3 bet on Evil getting to the front. The 2,
Sorry, Mike, I meant to say McGuigan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, happened for a reason in the 2 hole, and the 1, Lila Berry, bringing up the rear there
Yeah.
for Glenn Dunn.
Yeah. As we say, Mike likes to be up near the front.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's always got his babies in charge on the front end, and they're looking pretty good. Everybody's
are.
minding their manners, going past the 3/8 bowl there.
Yeah. Getting set to go in towards the half here. 3 is bet on Evil. Again, Mike McGuigan. 2 happened for a reason. Philip Gregory in the 2 hole, and the 1 is Lila Berry for Glenn Dunn as they roll by the half. We'll pick them up in just a moment. Mike just keeping that the 3 interested on the front end there.
Yeah, and it looks like the 1 is revved up at the back for Glenn. Glenn's going to make a move here. Good gated on the 1, but yeah, the 3 on the front. See that they're just a little green, so Mike's trying to keep it going on the front end. The ears are going every which way. They're trying to figure out: do I keep going? Is it time to pull up? What are we doing here? But they're looking good finishing here.
Yeah,
The
3.
1 on the outside, 2 revved up in the pocket for Philip. He's got the lean on coming around that last turn. I think he might be ducking to the inside here,
thinking
up
he
the
is.
passing lane here.
Yeah, look at
So
this.
all 3 are going to finish together, looking good.
Yeah, they fan out here. 2, like you said, up the inside.
Oh yeah, look at Philip with the
Yeah.
hand drive up the passing lane for the victory.
Nice.
I think he's got the coffees in that one.
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 coffees coming his way.
Mike might be going through the drive-through, I think,
Yes.
Kurt. Happened for a reason. Philip Gregory gets the victory. And bet on Evil for Mike McGuigan. Lila Berry for Glenn Dunn. Excellent set for set number 8. It's been top-notch down in the paddock today, Kurt. I'm telling you what.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
when Tara and April
Yeah,
are
around the
down
grounds.
there, she's got them fired up and out on time. They are rolling right through them, which is great.
It is great.
And thanks to them for doing this.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's great. The coordination down there with
Yeah.
Talking to all the folks and making sure the saddle pads are correct.
Yeah.
Right guys are on the right horses, and relaying all that information to us. So again, thank you to Tara and April for everything today. As we get rolling here for set number 9, the 4 is Celtic Ruler, Greg Weatherby, and McLovin for Kenny Arsenault.
Yeah, Celtic Ruler. This is a Czar Sealster gelding out of the Ram Baron Dam Celtic Sarah, homebred. For owners Tammy Johnson and Todd Weatherby of 10 Mile House. Half brother to Name is on the halter. That was a really good one back in the day by Brandon's Cowboy. Took a mark at 56-3 at Freehold. Age 5, 25 wins, over 120,000 in earnings. And Todd will drive. And McLovin. I like that name. That was a pretty good movie.
That was a movie. Super bad,
Super
right?
bad,
Yeah.
He was quite the character in that movie, McLovin. So
He was Fogel, and then he went to McLovin, right?
Yeah. And when I see McWicked go into the sire, to be a sire, I kept waiting for someone to call their baby McLovin. I thought that'd be a great name for son or daughter of McWicked. And here we go. We got McLovin.
Yeah.
Out of the Well-Said Dam, Well-Shaded. Bred by Clark Bustard of Elmwood, New Brunswick. Purchased at the 2024 Atlanta Classic for $10,500 by James Pro of Stratford, half-brother to Here on Earth, who was by Bet the Moon. Took a mark of 59 at Inverness. 2 wins, a little over 33,000 in earnings, and Kenny will drive.
Yeah, and McWicked, I was looking him up, Kurt, last night as the sire. I know you know this
War
very
horse.
well. 110 starts, 40 wins, over $5 million in
5
earnings.
million in earnings, yeah.
46-2 at the Red Mile in Lexington, and he was bought for $35,000 at the
Crazy.
Harrisburg sale.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Went on to make over $5 million.
Yeah, that's the dream, right?
It is.
That's the dream. Everybody with the ownership papers of these babies this morning. That is the dream. You just
You never
really,
know.
you never know.
Nope.
Everybody's got a lottery ticket, as they say,
Yep.
this time of year, and you never know who's going to have the best. They can come from anywhere, and it doesn't matter what you pay for them at the sale. It doesn't. The horses don't know what they're paid for, what they're purchased for. So it's just always, it's such an exciting time of year, and that is the dream, to have one to go on to make $5 million.
Yeah,
Really, though, you just kind of want a nice horse. You want them to stay sound.
That's right.
And just have a lot of fun with them, is the realistic dream.
that is right. Just
Yeah.
just to have a nice race.
Just to have a
at the end
nice
of the day.
racehorse and they stay sound.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Get through it all.
Celtic Ruler here for Tammy Johnson, Greg Weatherby, as you mentioned, and it's Greg Weatherby on Celtic Ruler, McLovin for Kenny Arsenault. As we know, Kenny had so many great horses over the years. We were talking about his first drive in '83, and you can see the 4 is going to front this here, and Sarah Seelster. We talked about
Yep.
Sarah Seelster before. 177 starts, 35 wins, 51 was his record at Mohawk
Yep.
at age 5, and he was the 2018 Governor's Plate winner, 153-2 for Kenny.
Yep, for Kenny.
Yep.
They teamed up and they got the job done there in that Governor's Plate, and this one looks good on the front end for Todd.
As they roll by the half here, and we talked about McLovin as well for Kenny Arsenault and Kurt the movie, super bad. Quite a movie, and Fogel, he took a fake ID. And he was
Yes.
from Hawaii. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
So
Yeah, I remember they checked his ID at the gas station.
Yeah.
He was trying to get some beverages.
he was.
Yeah.
He was 25. Really, he
Yes.
wasn't, but
No.
yeah. So
No.
that's who this horse is named after.
Yeah,
McLovin.
McLovin.
Yeah, the horse named the 2-year-old gelding by McWicked. So again, a little background on McLovin.
Yes.
So the 4 has been cutting it all the way. It looks pretty good here on the front.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 5, and we'll get a move here from Kenny, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's starting to urge his mount. They're going to make a move here around the last turn.
See how they finish up here, but they both look good. They both look really good, actually.
Yeah, and like we were saying, these connections had real good luck with the son of McWicked last year. One Wicked Man.
One Wicked Man, that's
James
right.
Pro and Kenny. So
Yep.
why not go right back?
Mm-hmm.
Looking good, finishing both.
Really
of them.
good.
Yeah.
Been a lot of tight finishes here this morning, and I think that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Todd won.
Todd
Kept his
got
charge.
there.
Yeah, on top.
Celtic Ruler gets there. And McLovin or Kenny Arsenault. Set number 9 in the books here in Charlottetown this morning. Okay, getting set for set number 10 this morning. The 9 Ocean View Gambler will be out, so we'll have 6, 7, and 8 in set number 10. Also, some winners this morning. James Perot is a winner this morning. Little Pond Stables. Krista Murphy is a winner as well this morning. If you've heard your name, come and see us at the top of the park. And one more reminder for the 50-50, you have a chance to get your tickets here this morning, but it will be drawn after this set. So the 50-50 will be drawn after set 10 this morning. Okay, Kurt, getting ready for set 10 here. And we'll first get a look at the 7 here. Dusty Lane Margot for Jason Hughes and Donnie McRae.
Dusty Lane Margot, a daughter by E.L. Rocket, out of the Muscle Mass Dam Muscle Mannequin, bred by Ronnie Gass of Cornwall, PEI, and purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $17,000 by Donnie McRae of Vernon Bridge, half brother to Dusty Lane Milo by Ted the Stud, who took America 202 and won at Summerside at age 3, 7 wins, just shy of $70,000 in earnings. Again, Jason will drive the 7.
And we have some more winners here this morning. Liam Matheson, a winner this morning. Linda O'Brien, also a winner. Linwood McPherson is a winner this morning. So if you've heard your name, come and see Kurt and I at the top of the park. Also have the 6 here this morning. She's got spunk, and that's Brian McPhee.
Yes, the 6, She's Got Spunk, Legion of Honor filly, who was the first foal out of the Ted the Stud Dam Windermere Alley, bred and bought back at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $12,000 by Tracy Norris and Brian McPhee of Clyde River, and is now co-owned along with Ambrose Label of Morel and Harris Johnson of Charlottetown. Her Dam Windermere Alley took America 203 and 1 at the CDP at age 4 and earned 1 win and a little over $10,000 in purses. And again, Brian will drive. Just got to give a shout out to George Larder. He's tuning in, watching the Breakfast with the Babies program.
Excellent.
From Daytona.
Wow, George, how you doing down there in Daytona?
He's enjoying Daytona.
Yeah.
And he says he agrees with me. Hockey season's over. It's now on to baseball and racing. Go Red Sox, he says.
Oh, well, I'm okay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a big
good.
Red Sox
I
fan,
am.
so you like that.
Yeah, George, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And I also wanted to mention, Kurt, about Harris Johnson, who is the co-owner on the 6 She's Got Spunk. Harris is going to be honored with the Birthplace of Confederation this year. It was announced at the banquet.
I heard that.
Yeah,
At the banquet. That's fantastic.
It really is. Harris had a lot of nice horses throughout the years, been a big supporter of the harness racing game. He had the Mr. Trot Challenge for a number of years with his company.
That's
so
right.
a big shout out to Harris, and we'll be honoring him this year during
That's
Old Home Week.
excellent.
Yep. Also in here, Kurt, is Miss Gracie Ridge for Amber Campbell.
Yep, a run director filly out of the Angus Hall Dam, Rocket Rachel. She is bred by Arnold Rankin of Antigonish, Nova Scotia, and owned by Amber Campbell of Charlottetown. This filly is a half-sister to Mabu Ridge by Hermbro Barrister, who took a mark of 56 and 4 at Rosecroft Raceway at the age of 4, 16 wins, over 100,000 in purses. Amber Campbell again will drive Mabu Ridge. He was a dandy by Hermbro Barrister, if you recall him a couple years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, for Claire McDonald.
Also got a note, Kurt, that Harris Johnson and his son Donnie are here today, so to watch.
Shout out to them. Yeah,
shout out to Harris.
That's fantastic.
And Donnie, great to see them both here at the top of the park. And we'll see how this set goes. We'll pick them up in just a moment.
Yeah, getting a first look at the trotters here.
Yeah. So Amber decides that she's going to cut this early on here.
Yeah, Amber out to the front. Jason in the 2-hole. Brian sitting 3. These trotters all minding the Mariners.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
They look really good, yeah. Look really good.
With trotters this time of year, it can be, I always say trot owners are the toughest of all.
Yes.
Because
Could be a skip.
Yeah, having young trotters, you got to have so much patience. The trainers, especially, training them down, because a lot of them are just. It just takes a while for them to find their groove.
Their stride, yeah.
But these 3, knock on wood here, they all 3 look really good.
They really do. I think Amber's keeping it pretty honest up front here.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, and nice and relaxed on the front. Hasn't even had to ask
No.
her mount so far, so
Jason
looking pretty good.
looks
Yeah,
confident in the 2-hole, and
yeah.
I guess
The
Brian-
old veteran coming up on the outside there looks good too.
Wow,
Hasn't
holy
asked his
smokes.
mount, and they're
Do you think he wants to beat Amber?
well. I'd say there's going to be a little father-daughter
Yeah.
action here down the stretch. I think they're going to be duking it out with each other.
Whoa, this is quite a move from
I'm
Brian.
sure
No?
Amber's going to want to beat her dad here.
Yeah, this is going to
Yeah.
be a good little battle down the
Yeah,
lane.
father-daughter tussle down the stretch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, tight at the wire. Blue Knight even trying to sneak up down the lane.
Yeah, but
But
it
it
looks
looks-
like Amber's charge is going to get the job done. They all three look really
Wow,
good.
They really did for Trotters, Kurt.
Again, this one, the run director, Philly, this comes from a really nice family, so on the front end looked good this morning.
Trotters look great. Thanks to Brian, Jason, and Amber there with She's Got Spunk, Dusty Lane, Margot, and Miss Gracie Ridge as we wrap up set 10. Okay, we're getting ready for set number 11 this morning here at Red Shores in Charlottetown. But first, want to maybe do a little bit of a recap and say hi to everybody in 2025. Kurt, we, of course, did the meet in January, wrapped up the winter meet.
Yep.
But I was saying to you this morning, great to see you in person again for
Yeah,
2025.
we do a lot of texting back and forth, but it's nice to have a conversation in person. It's
Yeah.
been a while, but it's nice to be back.
Yeah.
And always nice to kick it off with breakfast with the babies.
Yeah.
That's where my heart is. I love the young ones.
yeah.
And I like watching them go, especially these early lessons this time of year.
Overall impressions this morning.
Everybody's minding their manners,
Mm-hmm.
looking really good, very professional. We talk about it every year, the breed.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten so much better, and they're just so much more mature. They're pacing or trotting, whatever they're bred to do. As soon as they hit the ground, they're ready to roll. And these babies have all looked very good here today.
Yeah, we were talking earlier too, Kurt, about the Maritime bred, and I know some of these are outside of the Maritime, but it seems like our breed has really stepped it up in the last couple of years, especially.
Yeah, well, if you take a look at Woodbine Mohawk Park, 20 years ago, it was a rare thing to see a Maritime bred competing up there. You've seen the odd one, like I recall just off the top of my head, horses like Mr. Domi or somebody.
Yeah.
He would go up and compete there and do okay at the Mohawk circuit up to about the non-winners of 4. But that was usually our kind of peak for our Maritime bred. But now the Maritime breed,
Wow,
look at
yeah.
Marigo Magic,
Oh,
Tobin's Chester.
yeah, exactly.
Both of those colts gone
Yep.
on to their 4-year-old campaign, which is always a really tough year for a 4-year-old racing age horses. But they're both right up close to the preferred at
And-
Mohawk.
yeah.
Just incredible.
It's funny, when I was at the O'Briens, I was talking to Randy Waples, and Randy said the exact same thing. He said, going back from previous years, you get the odd horse from the Maritimes.
Yeah.
But he said now, they just come up and they race.
Yeah, and
They
just
fit
roll
right in.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
And usually that's the thing. A lot of horses that would be champions here, they would go up there, get looked in the eye, and they wouldn't compete as well as they would here. but now they're just stepping up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're just elevating their game to another level. And a couple years ago, Woodmere Steel Deal.
Yes.
He was another one that went on to do great things there. And so, yeah, it's just come in the last, I would say, 10 years. Just incredible, the breed.
Yeah, great to see everybody out here this morning as well. We get a full house here in the top of the park.
Yeah, great crowd.
Great crowd, and people are excited. Like we said, it gets the blood pumping a little bit for what's to come in 2025. And Kurt, last year we had a great season at Red Shores. 2025, it just sets up to be another great year.
Yeah, and I guess the big question going into the summer and into our Gold Cup and Saucer in August, will Covered Bridge be back?
Yeah.
Will he be back?
For the three-peat.
Yeah, for the three-peat.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to see, but I'm not quite sure how he's doing
Yeah.
or what his story is right now. But
Yeah.
he's been a great story over the last couple of years here at our Gold Cup and Saucer.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to getting the season kicked off here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're going to go on May the 3rd in Charlottetown. Then we'll be in Summerside on Victoria Day. So those will be the first two events for each track, and that'll just roll into the summer season. We'll have the Governor's Plate in Summerside, and then, of course, our big race here in Charlottetown, the Gold Cup in August, leading into the Breeders' Crown as well in October. So we're excited to be back. Kurt and I are kicking it off here this morning. Lee Drake is here as well. We'll get back to the track and pick up set number 11 in just a moment. Okay, Kurt, we had a little break. Great to see Elmer Folland. He was up.
Yep.
Doing
Yep.
a great job with
Doing a
the
great
young
job
horses.
with the young horses, breeding
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah, Wincy Taylor was here to say hi, so we want to say hi to him as well.
Yeah.
And Vincey Mulligan.
Nancy Mulligan just came up to the desk.
And I said Leafs in 6, and he walked away.
Yeah, shaking his head. I don't know if he's in agreement with you.
I don't know. I don't think he is. Thanks to Gail McDonald as well. She's helping us with the draws this morning. And we'll get those in here in just a second to pick up set number 11. Okay, set number 11 here. We got a driver change on the one, Mysterious Ways. It's going to be Miles Heffernan, Senior.
Yeah, nice to see Miles, but I'm very disappointed. I was
You were
really
hoping for
looking.
Scotty?
I was really looking forward to seeing Scotty Bell with the pole
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, we had some notes and everything ready for him. With Driven to
Yeah,
Win and the whole thing, you
yes,
know.
Yeah,
We were going to talk him up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not only Driven to Win, he did great things. In the North America Cup, the Colts name, I Phelan Frisky maybe. I can't remember the Webby's owned.
Okay.
They were, I think, second or third in the North America Cup.
That was Scott.
Yeah, that was Scott at the doing the training. Can't remember the Colts name though.
We'll look it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
but really unfortunate and disappointed that.
Well, he knows
we're not
at least
getting a
we're thinking about him.
Yes,
this
we
morning,
are thinking
you know?
about it. So,
And this will get back to him, so that's good.
so I don't know if it was trainer Stephen Quinn.
Did he make that move?
Maybe he made the
Oh,
move.
my
Maybe he
land.
set Scotty down. Maybe.
Okay.
Because Miles does most of the driving with him, and maybe when Quinny heard Miles was here today, maybe Scotty got the axe. So
Wow, I'd be
I'm not
surprised
sure
if
what's
Quinny would do that, but okay.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll get the
We'll
real
get the
story.
details later.
Quinny just messaged me saying there's a driver change.
Yeah.
And he also said, "Go Hebs, go."
Well, you know, he is a good guy other than that.
Great guy. Other
Yeah,
than that,
yeah.
can't help who he picks to cheer for, I guess.
This is the two Woodmere Bet You Do.
Yep.
Dave Kelly.
Yep. Bet the Moon filly, who was the first foal out of Always a Virgin Dam. Do You Mind? Bred by Woodmere Farms of Marshfield, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $9,000 by Dave Kelly of Springvale and Dave Kelly of Strathmore, Alberta. Her dam Do You Mind took a mark at 52-4 at Northfield Park at age 6, 29 wins, a little over $225,000 in purses. And again, Dave Kelly will drive.
All right, Kurt, we got some more winners here. We've got a lot of things on the go here. Thanks to Gail McDonald for helping us with the draws today. Thanks to Red Shores and Greenhawk for the prizes. Thanks to Tara and April for getting everybody onto the track here today. Janie McDonald is a winner. Betty Gregan is a winner also this morning. We have Linda O'Brien, who's a winner. Liam Matheson is a winner this morning. And Chloe Whalen is also a winner. So if you've heard your name, come to the broadcast desk here at the top of the park to pick up your prize. And we have the 50-50 number as well this morning. Here it is, A147834 for $245. I'll read it again. 50-50 winning number A147834. Good luck. Reminder to folks as well, in the top of the park this morning here for breakfast with the babies. There's going to be a quick flip, Kurt, once we get done here of this event, because there's lots of things going on at Red Shores. We have a brunch at 11:30, so just want to give folks the heads up that after this event is over, the staff will need time to flip it for the brunch at 11:30.
Yeah, this Red Shore staff here, up here, is incredible.
Yep. They treat us very well.
They do treat us very well, and it's incredible to watch them flip from one meal to the next, the way they do it. I see it during Old Home Week and that, the way they just flip the tables and get them ready for the evening. So they're going to have a really quick turnaround here.
Quick turnaround.
For brunch at 11:30.
That's right. So again, just letting people know there will be brunch at 11:30 after the babies this morning. Okay, set number 11 of 15 this morning in Charlottetown. 1 is Mysterious Ways from Miles Heffernan Sr. 2 is Woodmere Bet You Do for Dave Kelly as they get ready to roll here, Kurt, in set number 11.
Yeah, Mysterious Ways on the inside for Heffernan. Blood Money filly out of the Estrellas Dam Mistrios, bred by Michael McDonald of Vernon Bridge, purchased at the 2024 Atlanta Classic yearling sale for $5,500 by John and Anna Grace Quinn of Charlottetown. She is a half-sister to Marcus Sealster by Sunshine Beach, who took a mark of 50-2 at the Meadowlands at age 7 and has earned 27 wins and over $300,000 in earnings. And again, Miles Heffernan is in the seat.
You talk about aggressive.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
he likes the front end.
Yeah.
A very good replacement for Scotty Bell. But I think if Scotty was on this filly, she'd be on the front end
You
as
do
well.
too, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he drove back in the day, and I think he liked the front end as well.
Okay, so Miles pointing early here with Mysterious Ways. Like you said, the 2-year-old filly by Blood Money. And that's Woodmere Bet You Do for
Woodmere Bet
Dave
You
Kelly.
Do, yeah, the Bet the Moon filly in the 2-hole. Both look pretty good. John and Stephen Quinn, they've had great success over
Breeders'
the years.
Crown success.
Yeah, Breeders' Crown. What a last few years they've had with fillies and stuff. So
Next in line.
yeah, next in
Yeah,
line
yeah.
was just a beautiful
Zendaya's
animal.
First Lady.
Zendaya's First Lady.
yep.
Watch Me Dance was another good filly
Really
that,
good.
that they had. I think Ozzie McKay was in on Watch Me Dance,
Mm-hmm.
co-owner. So over the last,
3 years,
I would
4
say
years?
5
Yeah,
years
5
maybe,
years, yeah.
they fillies,
They do well.
they do well. And this one looks like it could be another really good one. Revved up leaving.
Yeah.
Heffernan has had to tap the brake pedal a little bit here.
Yeah.
Tapping the brakes again.
Got a good hold in the lines,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, revved up.
And the ownership on the 2, Kurt Woodmere Bet You Do, that's Dave Kelly also from Strathmore. Doing well out there.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's son, Dave, doing great things. And Colin just picked up,
Yeah.
his other son, just picked up his first win at the Meadowlands last weekend. So the Kelly boys doing
Both
great
doing-
things.
both
Yeah.
doing well.
Now down in the States for Colin and out west for Dave, his son.
And Dave Sr. made a move there.
Yeah, made a move, but Heffernan wants no part of that action.
No.
Revved up this filly, this Blood Money filly,
Yeah.
the Quinn boys.
Yeah.
Looks like it wants to go in about 210 right now.
Yeah, Miles had a pretty good hold on it the whole
Yeah,
way. you know?
yeah. And look at the gait. Like,
Yeah.
nice big filly, too.
Look good.
They probably have another dandy on their hands. Good grief, those Quinn boys. They
Need
can't
to
do
get in on the
anything wrong.
ownership there, I think.
Yeah,
eh,
I'm
Kurt?
going to have to tie my wagon to them, I think.
Yeah.
They've had such good success. Why not?
Yep. Looking good. Both horses, Mysterious Ways. The Blood Money filly, Woodmere Bet You Do, is the gelding by Bet the Moon. And thanks to Dave Kelly and Miles Heffernan, who got the late call in set number 11. Going to go over the winners again one more time. If you're still here with us, James Perot is a winner. Little Pond Stables. Krista Murphy, also a winner. Chloe Whalen, Janie McDonald, and Liam Matheson. If you're still with us here on the top of the park, come see us and pick up your prize. Okay, we're on the track for set 12, Kurt. Zipping along here this morning with Breakfast with the Babies. 15 sets in total when we started at 9 a.m., and we're already on set number 12, and that's the 4. She's All Lady here for Corey McPherson.
Yeah, she's all lady. All bets off filly, who was first foal And the Sports Rider dam, Lady Natasha, bred by Greg Turner of Ingersoll, Ontario, and purchased at the 2024 Harrisburg sale for $2,000 by owners Carly Ward of Charlottetown and Courtney Gallant of Stratford. Her dam, Lady Natasha, took a mark of 56-3 at Leamington Raceway at age 4 and earned 4 wins, just shy of $50,000 in purses. Again, Corey McPherson is at the lines.
We got to say thank you to Julie Jameson and Zach Conway, Kurt. They sent along some great information on the babies.
Yeah, they've done a great job. All the background on these babies coming from Zach and Julie. So thanks again to you guys for providing that for us here today. It's been a great help.
Yep, for sure. Thank you again to Julie and Zach for that. They always come through when we need info for certain events. And Kurt, just a reminder to fans as well, the qualifiers, they'll be coming up at both tracks. So we'll go down through those next Saturday here in Charlottetown. There'll be qualifiers at 11:30 a.m. And then Sunday in Summerside, that's the 27th at 12:30 p.m. So that's the first set of qualifiers at both tracks. Coming quick, Kurt.
Coming quick.
Yep.
Opening night. We'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, May 3rd at 6 p.m. First live card for Charlottetown. Okay, set number 12 as we zip along here on a Saturday morning. It's been great so far. Breakfast with the babies as they line up. It looks like Corey went to the inside with the 4 here. She's all lady. The 5, she can here for Colin Shepard. And 3 went to the outside. Saltwater captain for Lenny Myers.
Yeah, 5, Chicon. I guess we'll
go with that for now.
Chicon.
Yeah.
Blood Money filly out of the Western Maverick. Dam Just Breathe, bred by Belinda Gray of Young's Cove, New Brunswick, and David White of Corneth, Maine, owned by Walter Deagle of Inverness, Nova Scotia. Filly is a half-sister to Resuscitate by Stonebridge Terror, who took a mark of 57-2 at Churro at age 3. 3 wins from and a little over 32,000 in purses. And again, Chicon, Colin Shepard will drive the 5.
Colin
Right on the front end.
Yeah, he had some good success last year, too, with his stable.
Yep.
He had a good, solid 2024.
Yep.
Looked good doing it. 5, that's 4. She's all lady.
And the 3, Saltwater Captain.
Yeah.
Sitting third right now, the Bet the Moon Colt out of the Articulator Dam Woodmere Dreams, bred by Kyle Gardner of Cardigan and Joseph Gardner of Mount Stewart, purchased at the 2024 Atlanta Classic for $5,500 by Joanne McCrae, David Myers, and Gwyneth McGuirk. And Ricky Adams is also shares ownership on this Bet the Moon Colt. The Colt is a half-brother to Saltwater Storm, who's by Stonebridge Terror. Took a mark of 57 at Saratoga at age 3. 5 wins, a little over 31,000 in earnings. Lenny Myers will drive. I was out here last Saturday to watch the babies train.
Yep.
And after my filly trained, Lenny came out with a couple trotters. And you know who's driving the other one?
No.
His son, Liam.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, Tara and
Wow.
Lenny's son, Liam. And I don't know if that was his first training trip.
Yeah.
But Liam looked pretty good. He was cutting the mile. Lenny was on the outside.
You know what? He kind of looks like a driver when
Yeah.
you see, he's tall and thin.
Yeah,
You
and he had a trotter. I'm not sure who it was, but looked pretty good for the young fella on Saturday morning.
Happy
It was
to
late
hear
in the
that.
morning, so it was a little quieter. I
Yeah.
think they waited till later to go out and go that trip because early Saturday mornings can be quite busy.
Sure. And actually, Lenny's had a real nice trotter, Dusty Lane Wee, the last few years.
Yeah.
Done really well with her.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
And I think the sibling was really good, Dusty Lane. I can't remember his name
Yes.
last year.
So they have looked good. Gus, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. But same connections, I think, own.
Yeah,
to both of
Gary
them. Yeah,
McDonald and
Gary
Ronnie Gas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here we're getting a look, all
So,
3 fanning
yeah.
out.
Good finish here.
Lenny up the inside
Lenny
with
up
the
the
3.
inside.
Colin in the middle with the 5, and Corey on the outside. They all look pretty
Whoa,
comfortable.
wow.
Looks like Lenny got
I think Lenny got down the
got
passing
the
lane.
edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good finishing, though. All 3, again, we were talking about our breed. They look ready to roll, very professional.
Excellent.
Very
Everybody
mature, yeah.
everybody this morning has looked
Yeah.
great, and that's 12 sets completed here in Charlottetown. 3 more to go. Well, Kurt, we had a few things to talk about this morning, which we did, but we were going to touch on some slates. But like, it's just been so efficient here, in and out.
You prepared a script. I kind of feel bad for you.
Well, it was a bit of a loose script,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but you got these screen slates ready to go up, and
no time.
Tara and April have taken that right
Yeah.
away from you. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to talk with them.
They pretty much said, Pete, they're out.
Yeah, never mind the screen slates.
No.
We're rolling these
No.
babies out.
It's audio only here today.
Yeah.
So set number 13, we're getting ready to go here. This is Big Rig. Nice name, Big Rig.
Yeah.
For Mike McGuigan here, and he's a 2-year-old colt by EL Rocket.
EL Rocket. What a crop he had last year. I think Jet, the one Kenny and Claire McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, West River Jet, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
What a year he had. There was a bunch of other ones, though, but excellent crop last year. EL Rocket is the sire of Big Rig out of the Yankee Glide Dam Ginger Glide, bred by Berkey by the Bay Stables of Brackley, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $8,000 by Jamie Whalen of Vernon Bridge and Owen McGuigan of Pleasant Grove.
Okay,
Yeah,
Owen in the
so
ownership,
Owen's
eh?
in the ownership ranks
Yeah.
now with Big Rig. Maybe that's his nickname.
He might be.
Or no, I think he goes by O-Dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the colt is a half sibling to Treasure on the Water. Ted the Stud is the sire of Treasure on the Water, who took a qualifying mark of 206 at the CDP at age 2, 1 win, 20,000 in earnings. Again, Mike is at the helm.
Yep, and a couple of more winners here today. Wade Piccone is a winner, and Dave Kelly as well, with Morgan Shepherd, Krista Murphy, Little Pond Stables, and James Perot. If you're here, you can come pick up your prizes at the top of the park. We understand. If you can't, they'll be in the race office this week, so you can pick them up there as well. And also Chloe Whalen, Janie McDonald, and Liam Matheson. If you're still with us, there's a prize at the broadcast desk. Just come see us. Okay, here's the 8 this morning. Do or Die, the 2-year-old colt by Blood Money.
Do or Die, Blood Money Colt out of the Mach 3 Dam Private Die, bred by Wade Piccone of Stanchel, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $7,500 by owners Little Pond Stables of Little Pond. The colt is a half-brother to Dilicious by Malicious, who took a mark of 58-4 at the CDP at age 2 and earned 2 wins, a little over 24,000 in purses. Glenn Dunn is at the lines. We know Dilicious well, and we know the trainer of Dilicious quite well. Well, the assistant trainer.
Yes.
Scott McLean.
Scott McLean. Yeah,
Yeah.
He likes to take credit when
He
the
likes
horses
to-
do
yeah,
well.
Yeah, he doesn't give any credit to Daryl usually.
No, and he'll usually say, well, on the broadcast, how come we're not picking them if they're not in the top
Yes,
3?
he's usually giving us some guff about that, but
But
Scott,
mystifying, great story. You
great
know?
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have another malicious colt, Sir Malicious?
Sir Scarlet?
Sir Scarlet,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he had his freshman season was cut short, but
Big
he was a
colt.
big colt.
Nice colt, yeah.
And I think he's training down well.
Scott says he's
Scott-
training down
yeah,
well. So
Scott
yeah.
was telling me.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're getting set for the 13th. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, set number 13 is away here, and it looks like,
Noble Hanover.
Yeah.
On the front end, tall, dark stranger filly. Out of the Captain Treacherous Dam, Never Ever Forget, bred by Hanover Shoe Farms of Hanover, PA, and purchased at the 2024 Harrisburg sale for $7,000 US by Tommy Collins of Mount Stewart. Her dam, never ever forget, was an $85,000 yearling purchase at the 2018 Lexington Select Sale and took a qualifying mark of 54-3 at the Meadowlands at age 2 and earned just over $3,000 from 5 starts. Philip Gregory is on the front end with the 7, Noble Hanover.
That's right. Tall Dark Stranger. How about the career for Tall Dark Stranger? 22 starts. 19 of those were wins, Kurt.
Yeah,
from
he was a really good
22
horse.
starts.
Kind of hard to drive, I heard from Yannick. He said on a few occasions you kind of had to keep him going. He was a bit lazy.
Yeah.
And so you had to urge him a lot. But Tall Dark Stranger, he was an excellent horse. Verdict still out on his sire career. The first crop looked okay, but Better's Delights and those horses also didn't have a good first crop, and he ended up being an incredible sire. So Tall Dark Stranger, we'll still wait, and hopefully he can step it up and throw out some good ones. This one looks good.
Yeah.
On the front end right now, battling
Does.
back. The 6 on the outside. Big rig.
Yeah, that's the Rocket Colt
Yep.
for Mike. And Mike made the brush up the backside, taking him on here.
Yep. And they're both looking quite comfortable around this last turn.
Again, they'll come down the stretch here. And Mike's horse looked good on that move.
Yeah, Trotter in against the
kept
Pacers,
the momentum
going right
around the
on
turn.
by.
Yeah.
We talked about Mike, how good he is with the young ones. Well, with Trotters, he's a little. I think he's even a little better than he is with the Pacers, if you could say such a thing, because he's had success with both breeds. But with the Trotters, Ocean View, Nicky last year, remember Get Messy?
Yeah, Get Messy. He's known for won the Breeders' Crown.
Yeah,
Yep.
and even the other one he had last year, Supreme Rocket,
Excellent.
was another good one. So Mike just continues to produce every single year, and that
really
one looked
does.
really good finishing.
Yeah, excellent. Again, from Big Rig, Noble Hanover, and Do or Die in set number 13. 2 more to go here in Charlottetown as we get ready for 14 and 15 to wrap it up with Breakfast with the Babies. Okay, 2 sets to go here with Breakfast with the Babies as we work on the 14th. And this is Basho. 2-year-old filly by Captain Crunch this morning, Kurt. David O'Brien.
Yeah, Captain Crunch filly out of the Big Bad John Dam PJ's Legacy, bred by Nick Malcolm of Milton, Ontario, and purchased at the 2024 Atlanta Classic yearling sale for $10,000 by owners Cam McPhee and David O'Brien of Charlottetown and Gord McPhee of Stratford, PEI. And her dam PJ's Legacy took a mark of 51-3 at Northfield Park at age 3 and earned 8 wins, just shy of $200,000 in purses. And David O'Brien is at the lines.
Yeah, that is the one here. We'll get a look at the 2 Rose Nose Money. Yeah, great job by Matt. Thanks to Matt and Sam today. Sam on the camera, Matt in the control room for UMI. So, guys, thanks again today. Great job with the babies. And, Kurt, this is Rose Nose Money. Kenny Arsenault on the 2-year-old filly by Blood Money.
Another good-looking offspring by Blood Money. Filly out of the Art Major Dam, Rose Nose, bred by Eldred Nicholson of North Wilshire. Another fellow Leaf fan.
Yeah, I saw him this morning.
Can't hold that against him, I guess.
We're nervous.
But yeah, it's a nervous energy.
It is.
Very nervous.
Yeah.
And for a good ride.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's been
Kurt,
tough.
like,
It's been tough over the last number of years. for you
Going in,
guys.
you think, we got a shot. It never seems to turn out, so we're hoping it's different this year.
Well, the good thing for you guys, my squad's not in the playoffs.
That's true.
They
That's
usually
true.
break your heart.
In Game
every-
7, you beat
yes,
us.
yeah. Anyways, he is the breeder of this one.
Yep.
Purchased at the 2024 Atlanta Classic Yearling Sale for $20,000 by Roderick Smith of Inverness, Nova Scotia. The filly's a half sister to Mr. Anderchuk. By
Yes.
all bets off.
Another leaf.
Another
Dave
leaf.
Anderchuk.
Yeah. Who took a mark of 54-3 at Woodbine Mohawk Park at age 3. 4 wins, a little over 42,000 in purses. And Kenny Arsenault, my fellow Bruin fan, he will drive.
Yes, as we get ready here for set number 14, we'll be back in just a moment. A few more winners here this morning. Donnie McRae is a winner, and Eldred Nicholson also a winner this morning. So if Donnie and Eldred are still here, they can come see us at the top of the park. Two guys, Kurt, that have been around the racetrack a long time. David
Yeah.
O'Brien and Kenny Arsenault getting ready to roll.
Yeah, a lot of wins between them.
Yep.
And both great trainers over the years. A lot of great horses between the two of them. And here they are, the two veterans scoring out. Basho, Captain Crunch filly on the rail, and the two Rose Nose Money, a Blood Money filly. So a couple fillies here in set number 14. And we got to give a shout out. I just got a note.
Yeah.
Nice comments from Chris Gillis over in Nova Scotia. He's tuning in. Big fan of Red Shores. Always tunes into
Excellent.
the races. So
Excellent, Chris. Hope
shout
you're
out
having a
to you,
great day.
Chris. Thanks for tuning in here this morning. Hope you're enjoying the babies go here.
Yes, yeah, hope you're having a great day. Kurt, Red Shores is going to be ready to rock. We talked about the qualifiers on the 26th. They'll be here next Saturday morning at 11:30, so a little bit of an early start. Just
Yep.
keep that on your calendar.
Yep.
And then the next day in Summerside.
That's right. Summerside qualifying
Yep,
as well.
12:30.
Yep.
So just keep that on your calendar. And tonight, Kurt, in Summerside is the PCHC banquet.
Yep.
Tonight in Summerside. So looking forward to that as well. And we've got to say congratulations to the winners of the PEI Harness Racing or PEI Standardbred Horse Owners Association
Yes.
Awards. They were back on the 5th.
Yeah. And it was a great night.
Great night.
Sugar Doyle in town.
He was here as the guest speaker.
Guest speaker. He did a great job. I love Sugar's calls. He's a great announcer and an even better person.
Yep.
Just a great guy.
Did great work.
Yeah.
And I want to congratulate Tobin's Chester, Horse of the Year.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe Matheson, Horsewoman of the Year.
Yep.
And Earl Watts was Horseman of the Year.
Yep.
And also a cool story was that the Industry Awards, Ken Oakes, our late friend
Yes.
Ken Oakes, they were named after Kent, which going forward is a great thing because
Yeah,
Kent
it
did
is.
so much.
Yeah. Great,
So-
great honor. And he was also Campbella
Yeah,
a recipient as well.
At the O'Briens, yeah. So we're all thinking of Kent. And
Yeah.
this year the awards went to Dr. Don Ling, who's here this morning,
Okay.
Norm Hall,
Yep.
and Ralph Anir.
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
So again, congratulations to those three gentlemen. Put in a lot of work over the years in the harness racing game. So congrats to them. As we look at Basho here, David's cut it pretty
Yep.
much all the way.
David's on the front end here
Yep.
with Basho, looking
Yep.
pretty good. The two, the Blood Money filly, they've all looked good here today.
Yep.
In the 2-hole for Kenny.
Rose Nose Money.
Yep. Rose Nose Money going to take a shot here
Gonna
down the
take a shot
stretch.
here. David's been doing
Great
the
gated.
road. Yeah.
Gosh, they look great gated finishing.
Everybody
Kenny's on the outside.
Yep.
Nice size too. Wow. They're looking good finishing.
both looking good. It's
David's dead serious.
looks
He's
like he went right down the
tapping-
road here,
yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah. looked pretty good finishing. Cam McPhee, co-owner.
Ooh, Cam's happy. I
Got
think.
another good one maybe.
Yeah.
Downtown tonight was a beauty.
Tonight. Yes.
Yeah, Shanghai Philly.
Oh, yes. Basho all the way for David O'Brien. Looked good, and so did Rose Nose Money
Yep, absolutely.
for Kenny Arsenault, and Eldred Nicholson was the breeder as well on Rose Nose Money. 14 in the books. One more to go. Breakfast with the Babies. Okay, one more set to go here this morning in Charlottetown. It'll be Tobin's Nibbler and Serenity Now. Kurt, you got a bit of an extra eye on this one.
Yeah, this is the one I've been waiting for.
Yep.
It's, I guess save the best for last.
We'll
eh?
see that, yeah.
No, looking forward to seeing her go here with the camera on her.
Yep.
Usually I'm trying to take a little shot with my phone in the stretch drive parking, but
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There she is there.
Yeah, I'm sure Sam's going to get a much better video than I did with my phone.
Actually looks nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about her, Serenity Now. You bought the mare, correct?
I bought the mare in foal.
Yeah.
She was in foal to Sports Writer. Bought her off the Preferred Equine online site.
Mm-hmm.
Had her over at my house, and
You have a barn, Alexandra there?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So this is the first one out of her,
Yep.
and we named her Serenity Now. Little.
Is that the Seinfeld reference?
That is a Seinfeld reference.
It
I'm
is.
a big Seinfeld fan.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite episodes, and the broodmare is Silent Serenity. So
Perfect.
it seemed just fitting that we had to go with the Serenity Now. I use it quite often. Frank's relaxation method.
Yes, yeah, George is dead.
Yeah. Frank uses the Serenity Now. They say insanity later, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully, it's just Serenity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wendell Gregory on your filly,
Yeah,
Serenity
on the
Now.
inside, and so that's out of the Well-Said Dam Silent Serenity, bred by Southwind Farm of Pennington, New Jersey. I'm the owner, and this filly is a full sister to Southwind Sandor, who took a mark of 50-1 at Harris Filly at age 5, 14 wins, over 173,000 in earnings. Also a full sister to Winx, and she was a grassroots semifinal winner in 52-4 as a 2-year-old. So they have good early speed in the family, and so we'll see how they do here today. Whistle is on the front. Knows I'm up here watching. Maybe he's got her on the front.
Right.
But Jason's going with Tobin's Nibbler. This is a Shanghai Phil colt. This guy looked really good. I was in to watch them last Saturday. He looked really impressive. They trained together last Saturday. And so this one's out of the Estrellas Dam, all chocolate, bred by Wendell Williams of McNeil's Mills PEI, purchased at the 2024 Atlantic Classic for $38,000 by Donnie McRae of Vernon Bridge. His dam, all chocolate, took a mark of 52 at Mohawk at age 7, 21 wins, and over $250,000 in earnings. And again, Jason's in the seat.
Yeah, and Donnie, no surprise, going back to the Shanghai Phils.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah.
And from Wendell Williams, firm,
Yes.
Tobin's. That mare, Tobin's
Chester,
Green from Mare to Air mare, Putnam McKenzie. Everything out of that mare went really well. Tobin's Brownie.
Yes.
Carlissimo was another good one.
Yeah, excellent.
Great family.
Yeah, no surprise.
So this one's
there.
out of all chocolate. Tobin's Nibbler.
Tobin's Nibbler.
Yeah. He, like again, last week when I was in here watching them train, Tobin's Nibbler looked really comfortable. Jason didn't move a line on him. They went pretty good that day.
Looks pretty comfortable here, too.
Yep.
A little bit of a move, and your filly's looking good as well.
Yeah. She made a little skip last week, so I think they took her hobbles up a little bit. Hopefully she minds her manners here today.
Yeah. See if Wendell decides to make a late move here.
Yeah, he might make a late move.
Jason looks pretty comfortable on the front, pretty
Yeah,
calm.
he does.
you
That
know?
colt looked really good last week.
Yeah. So they're going to finish up here. Oh, yeah, here comes your filly.
Gee, she got the slight edge. I think they did that for me here today. I think they did that for my benefit.
Yeah, well.
No, they look pretty good, though,
Yeah.
finishing.
Yeah, looked very good, actually. That was the 3 Tobin's Nibbler and the 4 Serenity Now. As we wrap up breakfast with the babies, Kurt, great to see you.
Yeah, great seeing you in person.
Yeah.
Good luck to your Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see how
Hopefully
they
they do well.
Starting Sunday night, so we'll see how that goes. And
Yeah.
we'll be seeing you over the next few weeks in person. And
Yeah,
we're back with our
absolutely.
post-time picks this year, so
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Watch for the value
Value play.
yeah,
Watch out for our value play.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at it.
Keep that in
Pretty
mind.
good record.
Yeah, as you go through the season here. But great to see everybody here this morning. And Kurt, we'll keep in touch down the road.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. And we'll be back soon at Red Shores.